Hello, Mr. Alatorre. This is Anthony Burns with Arkansas State University, BB, and this is my impromptu speech. Photographs are part of our everyday lives. They're a great way to record memories and all sorts of different events that take place. So it's important that one be able to take a quality picture. Throughout this speech, I, Anthony Burns, will hopefully give you all a few tips to help improve your photography skills. First of all, you're going to need a camera and a subject of some sort. I am shooting a Nikon D70 digital camera, but any sort of point and shoot or 35mm camera will do. And my subject is an Apple. You can use a person or whatever y'all like. Tip number one, it's important that you frame your image properly. You don't want your subject to be directly in the middle of your photograph. It makes your picture kind of boring. So a rule of thumb is use the rule of thirds. Have your subject off to the right or left, top or bottom of your picture. It just kind of makes your picture a little more interesting. For a more dramatic effect with your photographs, you can have your subject take up your entire photograph. Just kind of let you get a little bit more detail within your subject. Tip number two is to take lots of pictures. More than likely the first picture you get is not going to be the picture you want, so take up to 20 different pictures. I guarantee out of one of those 20 pictures there's going to be one of them that you like. You can try messing with your exposure, with your shutter. The faster your shutter, the darker your subject's going to look in your picture. The lower your shutter, the brighter, so you can mess around with that. You can also mess around with the zoom. You can zoom more in on your subject or zoom out. If you zoom out, you're going to get more of the background, but if you zoom in, you're going to get more of the subject and less of the background. You can also mess with your aperture. The higher the aperture in the picture, the more stuff that's going to be in focus. So if you have like a f/22 aperture, you're going to get your foreground, your subject, and your background all in focus. The lower the aperture, you're going to kind of get a blur effect with the only thing in focus being your subject. So if you really want your photograph to be about your subject, I'd recommend shooting at a lower aperture. Tip number three is to make sure that you have an interesting vantage point. Don't just take a picture that somebody could see eye level every day. Try different vantage points. Shoot the picture below or above, just from a different angle. This will give you kind of a ones up on your picture, make it look a little bit different than what everybody else is used to seeing. Overall, I hope that these three tips will help you all next time you'll go out and take pictures. Tip number one being framing. Number two, take lots of different pictures. And number three, try a different vantage point. All of these three tips should help you out next time y'all go take photographs. Thanks. I think that was long enough.
What was that one for? It's in the